What is going on, my meta millionaires? I am your host, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the freaking dip. Let's go. All right, guys. So today in the market, as you saw, it's a bloodbath. Everything is down. Don't take it hard that Meta was down about 5% today. The fundamentals hasn't changed. I told you this in last night's video that be prepared for this volatile ride. That's right, on the old wooden roller coaster with no restraints, no buckles. We're just in the roller coaster, and that baby is rocking and rolling, and we're just all over the place. The market's all over the place. There's uncertainty everywhere. I don't think I need to tell you what's going on. You got the Fed speaking. We got all this China stuff going on. We got tapering. We got, just taxes. Everything's freaking out. The market's freaking out right now. So don't let that bother you. Metamaterials is going to be good to go. So anyway, like I said, down 4.63%, but I wanted to show you this as well. Take a look here. S&P was even down today, 1.7%. Dow Jones, 1.78%. At one point, it was down even lower. If we go up here from the open down to the bottom, it was down 2.4% actually. And look at the NASDAQ here. Sorry, I had the one wrong chart there. The one-day chart, 2.9%. So everything was down. If we go here and take a look at the heat map on FinWiz, you can see, it's a bloodbath. Everything you can see there is literally red. There's very little green. Before we get into this news, I want to just show you here. Look at the 1 month chart, guys. We may be down in this downward trend right now, but that's the overall market. We're still up over 47% on the 1 month chart. So keep that in mind. If you were buying back in the 3s and the 2s when it was in there, you're okay through this. I'm still up crazy, even though we can go back down into the 4s and the low 4s, and I'm still going to be up in my position on my average cost. So not really worried about what it does here. I'm just holding out. My options contracts, I'm not going to lie, we're getting beat up a little bit on those, but I'm going to hold them through. If I lose, I lose. That was money I was willing to gamble on. Here's what I think, man. It's just a matter of time. It's really risky with the options, but you got this article out here I want to go over before we go into the short interest. Guys saying there's a possibility it could reach 20 bucks. Now, I do believe that, absolutely. If not even $50 and $75 down the road. We're talking a couple years down the road. But here in the short term, this article here is talking about 20. It's a great read. It goes over all the... If you don't know much about Meta, I would suggest reading this article because he goes into what Mmat was, how it was with Torch, how all that merger happened, goes over the material facts. He talks about what is metamaterials and all, but undeniable growth. The answer is definitely yes. Everyone can have an opinion, but the data doesn't lie. During the second quarter, metamaterials total revenues grew 197% year over year in the first half of the year. Metamaterials total revenues increased 88% year over year. Really though, these figures could potentially get even bigger in future earnings periods. That's because in the firm's shareholder letter, George Palikaris, the company's CEO, teased some apparent in-progress deals with big money original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. To be more precise, Palikaris asserted that Metamaterials is currently pursuing multi-year, multi-million-dollar contracts with several OEMs. Sounds like there may be more revenue sources in the works of the company. For now, however, we'll have to stay tuned to see how it all pans out. The bottom line, he says here, at the end of the day, Metamaterials has proven its ability to generate strong revenues in the future-facing niche market. And getting listed on the NASDAQ, Metamaterials made it easier for investors to buy shares of the company in the functional materials market. Just remember, Mmat stock is a fast mover in both directions. Still, if you can tolerate the share's volatility, the risk-reward profile looks favorable, and a return to $20 might be in store. Now, we know we're used to this, man. If you're back in the Torch days leading up here to Metamaterials, we're used to the volatile days. We can swing 10, 20, 30% in a single day. But it could go south, it could go north, man. This thing is a wild ride. I'm sticking in. I'm not getting rid of anything. If anything, I'm going to pick up more shares. I got my options. My options are good. My early options are October to 15th. So about 25, 28 days left. A little about a month to go on those options. Fingers crossed we don't get completely hosed on those options. We can get a little pop, and maybe we'll get those into the money. Cover here now the short interest because, as we know, when stocks go down, what happens? The shorts just pile in. And this could, if we keep going down in some red days, don't be surprised if just one day boom, we shoot back up 20-30% because people just hop back in. All it takes is the market to feel better again, the uncertainty out of the air, and boom, we're in the clear. But here it is. Ihor Dusanowski posted on Friday the 17th. I wanted to bring this to you guys. I forgot that he posted this. So I did tell him thanks for the info. So here it is, guys. MMAT short interest 143 million. 28.03 million shares are shorted. 11.8% short interest to float. 10.56% of S3 short interest to float. 5.07% fee if they want to short it. Shorted shares are plus 1 million, worth 7 million, 5.3% over the last week. Shorts are up $69 million in 2021 mark-to-market profits, including negative $2 million on the 1.35% move that we had on Friday. But if you look here at Ihor's chart, guys, I like that both are going up in a sense. The short interest with the price. As the price keeps going up, I talked about this, guys. This was as of Friday, not the big dip here today. We had 5%. But anyway, we like seeing here the price and the short interest going up because that means as we're going up, the shorts are trying to beat it down. That's what that means. The higher this go up, the shorts don't believe that it deserves to go up. They keep pounding in it and they increase their short positions, and that's what we're going to go over here on Fintel. So I went in and got Friday's totals on the 17th. This is the short sale transactions. As you can see here, this is everything from Friday. Here's the totals. I'm going to give it to you right now. Total short sale transactions was, sorry guys, there we go, 194 transactions. Total shares shorted 338,775 shares. Total dollar amount of those shares shorted $1,728,106.89. That shows you, man, they're not letting up. And if we go down here and take a look at the chart I did of, this is a chart of all those transactions combined. This one on the left is talking about the shares. The biggest one I see is someone shorted 8,916 shares. Looks like the average is around 2,500 shares shorted, in between 2,500 and 5,000 shares. Person that did the big candle over here of the 8,900 shares, they spent $46,095.72 to do that short position. So they are in it boys deep, if you know what I'm saying. Now let's go take a look at the short interest here. All this information stays the same. It updates every so often, but it's not updated yet. But look at the short squeeze score. We're ranked number 50 out of 5,367 stocks. We have a score of 84.22 out of a score of 100. So looking pretty good. Here's something else that's kind of exciting to see. Now this is at a leading prime brokerage, updated 16 minutes ago. There is 0 shares at that brokerage left to lend, borrow, short, all that good stuff. Now, like I said here, it does not include data from the brokers or dark pools. So there you go. And if we get down here and look at the short borrow fee, I like seeing this. We are going back up. This was updated 16 minutes ago, and they're paying 11.74%. What that means is new shorts that are in this that want to borrow it, short it right now, they're going to pay 11.74%. And if the stock is hard to get, that price is going to keep going up. So we'll see, man. We're going to see what happens. Look at, all right, we do got the FINRA volume for today, the 20th. So let's look at this. FINRA short volume ratio is a 49.19. We had a FINRA total volume of a little over 5,100,000 shares. They shorted about 2.5 million of them. So basically a 50-50 short volume ratio right there. And we're still waiting on the CBOE, but I'm thinking this is going to probably be, if we look at average, you add about 5%, 2 to 5%. I'm going to call it 55% combined short volume ratio. I'll get you those official numbers tomorrow. So let's go take a look at the owners real quick here on Fintel. Like I do like seeing this, man, the ownership accumulation score, we are a 97.77 out of a score of 100. We are ranked 102 out of over 21,000 stocks. Now, guys, I like seeing that because what that means is the big totes, the big institutional buyers like this stock and they're buying it and holding it. That's what that means. And looks like we got a new position down here, and that's why I stumbled a little bit. Let's go take a look at the buyers. Now, let's go click on this and see what it is. So we got this National Small Cap Index Fund. Disclosed ownership of 5,830 shares of METATERRY, valued at around $20,000, and that was recorded as of July 31st. So welcome to the METATERRY family. We love having you in here. The effective date was 7/31. So sometime 30 to 45 days around that date, this company picked up the shares. It doesn't have the average share price. If we've seen that, that might actually help us. No seller since back on the 13th. I mean, if you look here at the institutional owners, just this information up top will definitely get you a little excited. 159 guys, institutional owners. Out of that, 145 of them are long, 4 short, and 10 long and short. So that is a huge pool of institutional buyers right there. 159 and 145 of them is long on this stock. So that is what we like to see, guys, that they're long, they're not going anywhere, and I think we're going to keep seeing more buyers come into the pool of METATERRY as time goes on. So comment down below, what do you think about this article out here on the $20 price tag? What do you think about the short interest percent and everything going on the market? We're going to go red, we're going to go green. I don't know, honestly, right now. It's a big mess. My prediction is expect the worst. Just expect the worst, because one thing I know, I've been in the market now a little over, I'm going to say a little over a year and plus right now. I started my journey in July. Actually, I started my journey in investing back in March of 2020, but I didn't start the YouTube journey until July of 2020. But yeah, been in the market now about 18 months. And one thing I know, it don't matter how good the company is, if there is uncertainty in the market, if the air is just not smelling just right, the stock market is very particular and picky, and it'll dump on you, man. It will. So make sure when you're buying these plays, you're buying ones you don't mind holding in dips, and don't mind holding the play if it drops. And what do? You'll buy the dip if you like the company. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. Check out the links down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.